Hi guys, welcome back to Swatchfest. So, what are you up to this weekend? Has your weekend been chillaxed or crazy? I hope not crazy, although, you know, planning stuff for the weekend is fun. Planning activities and things to do is fun, but at the same time, sometimes it's nice to just not have too much to do on the weekends. Am I right? This weekend has been a little bit more of a chillax weekend for me, which is good. I'm kind of just taking a breath. So, welcome to Swatchfest. If you're new here, every Saturday on my channel we swatch 10 random polishes from my stash. So basically, all the other videos on my channel, I'm reviewing something specifically for you, whether a brand sent it to me or I picked up something myself, which is usually the case. And I'm going to swatch just that collection and then tell you where you can buy it, things like that. But this video is more just about relaxing, hanging out. Paint your nails while you're watching with me today. We're just going to chat about our weeks, just different stuff that we're going through right now, and just look at some beautiful polish. So there's basically, I don't think any other person in my real life, at least that lives near me. I've made friends with a number of you now who get me. But before I had my YouTube channel, nobody in my life got me. Anybody that saw this would be like, why? I don't get it. Why do you need that much nail polish? Like, you can't ever wear that much. But we all like what we like, right? It just so happens that there were no people in my life that liked nail polish. Like, plenty of people like shoes. But I didn't know anybody that liked nail polish. And you guys get me. And that's how I want you to feel in this video. Is just, it's a nice, safe, easy space for you right now to feel like everyone watching this video, including me, just totally gets you. And we're just going to chat about nail polish. So, I usually start with red, but my red polish is my A+ polish this week. I told you guys I was in a red mood, and that was before I had picked this polish. I pick them at random. I look in this big bin I have. I know, I never show you guys this big bin, but I have a bin over there on my desk in front of me where I just put polishes if I just buy them randomly. Like I was at TJ Maxx this last week, or Marshall's, and I had picked up a bunch of Color Club glitters, one of which we're going to talk about today. So I just stuff them in this bin, and I'm like, okay, we'll come back to those later. So I randomly picked them. I randomly picked this red, and it is so gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. So we're actually going to save that till the end, so I'm going to put something else in here first. And this polish is definitely A+ material here. However, it's from the brand Pahlish, P-A-H-L-I-S. You guys haven't heard me, L-I-S-H, excuse me, haven't heard me talking about this for a little bit, but it's definitely A+ material. It's a really cool polish, but it's from a bespoke batch, which basically means that it was a very small batch made and you're not able to get it anymore. So I picked it up on their website because I just couldn't help myself. I picked up a lot of things actually that looked really similar to this on that day. I found when I got them in the mail, a lot of really similar things. So there's a chance that you know, maybe something from Pahlish that looks from the brand Pahlish. That always sounds funny when I say that. Looks pretty similar to this. But anyway, that's why this one's not my A+, because unless you find it in a D-stash, yeah, would be really hard to get your hands on. Basically, this is like a kind of blue-greeny, grayish base. It's kind of like you know when you take your brush when you're painting with watercolors or whatever, and by the time you've swirled it around in the water after 4 or 5 colors, it's kind of turned this grayish, maybe blue shade. That's what this looks like in the base. It's really kind of interesting, but it's packed full of flakies so that it's just, every way you turn, it just looks like this glowing color, flaky awesomeness. So I mostly see like a red to a green to a gold and even to a brown kind of shimmer there. It's really cool. Okay, so this is called Galaxy Arcade. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell you on any polishes here. Basically, I love looking at people painting their nail polish. I know a lot of you enjoy that as well. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch this right now. Just listen to the music that I picked out especially for you this week. I recorded it this week, and hopefully you enjoy it. So we're gonna go ahead and watch me swatch this, and I just want you to enjoy. And at the end of this video, snap me what you were doing. Were you folding your laundry? Were you doing your dishes? Were you gardening? Gardening! Man, when I was a kid, I would have never thought I could garden. We had a garden when I was a kid. Never thought I could garden while watching videos of people painting their nail polish. Things have really changed in years. I won't say how many. We had a garden when I was a kid. Did you guys have a garden? I feel like that's not a super common thing, but my parents, both of my parents were gardeners. So we had a garden, and my favorite thing that we gardened was probably green beans and corn. We also had a bunch of trees too. I wouldn't call it an orchard, but in our garden, we had like 6 trees that lined the outside of the garden in an L shape. And my favorite from those were definitely the cherries. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. This is Galaxy Arcade. Okay, next up I have actually another indie polish for you in the pink spot. This is a really beautifully bright bubblegum hot pink neon polish. It's a cream though, so it's not like ultra sheer as some neons go, which is something that I like about it. I received this polish from my friend Stacy. Thank you, Stacy, for your donation to our swatchy needs. This is from the brand LynB Designs, and this is called Magenta Flash. And this has silver holographic flakies in there, and just like, I mean, just look, it's the beautifully hot, bright, light pink. This is really pretty. It gets to an opacity that I like at 3 coats. Oh, I think it also has light violet shimmer in there, I think. That's really cool. So let's go ahead and see how it swatches. So I don't have a subscriber question for you this week. Not a lot of questions from last week. The main question was, can I be entered into the giveaway, which is a really good question. If you don't know, I have a giveaway every Saturday on this channel. We're going to talk about that in a minute because I have more to tell you this week about that. But that was the main question. Most of the comments though was about my eye makeup last week. I'm so excited you guys liked that eye makeup. I wasn't nervous about it. I was just cognizant of how much makeup I had on, because in my daily life, even this much makeup is a lot of makeup for me. And last week I was really smoky and you guys loved it. I'm so happy you loved it, because I don't consider myself great at doing makeup at all or anything, but I'm so happy that you loved it. And I mean, it's really intensely smoky for me. So a lot of you were saying you should wear that more often, and I really appreciate the compliment. For me, it was a lot, but I'm really glad you liked it. So on my face today, I'm wearing the Milani foundation. I have on, what do I have on? Ah, here it is. The Tartelette in Bloom palette. That's what I have on today. If you have it in front of you, I'm using the shade, or today I used Sweetheart, Activist, and Firecracker. So if you haven't seen that palette before, I really, really like it. And these shadows blend incredibly well. And on my lips, I placed an order from ColourPop a couple weeks ago, and it finally came in the other day. And one of the things I'd ordered was this trio of lippies, and they all had different formulas. So one's an ultra glossy, one's an ultra satin, and one's an ultra matte. And I hadn't really heard, like I said, too many great things about the ultra matte. This one though, I mean, I like it. It's called the Twirl. So I'm excited also to try these ones as well, the satin and the glossy. So anyway, that's what that is there. And I don't remember what the trio was called, but I feel like it was only feel like this was like $10 or something, so I think it was a pretty good deal. And I really do appreciate all the sweet compliments from last week, you guys. You really made my day. So that's what's on my face. Let's go ahead and get right back in. We're going to talk about orange. So this next polish is an orange jelly, and it is gorgeous. It is Kiko Quick Dry, and I actually liked the formula this time because it worked out well. Because this shade of orange, you don't have to have super duper opacity for it to still look really, really good. So this is number 845, and look at this, just fiery orange, beautiful, squishy, bouncy formula. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. I think I did 3 coats, and you can still see a little bit of nail line, but that's fine with me. I think it just looks really, really hot. So let's take a look. So this next polish is one that's a throwback. So I'm throwing some things in here that I've reviewed previously if they're in shades that I don't have a lot, like if I don't have it in that bin I was talking about. I don't have any yellows in there right now. I haven't had for a while just because not a lot of brands create yellow polish. So I'm pulling in some throwbacks, and this one here this week is from Nicole by OPI. First of all, we never get to talk about this brand anymore because they're not being made anymore as far as I know, right guys? This is from the Gumdrops collection. I loved that collection. This was when the textured polish was in full swing, and I love it so much because they're so sparkling. I just think that they're really, really fun. So this shade is called Lemon Lolly, and I just love it. It's one of my favorite yellows ever. Again, this one's a little bit harder to get your hands on. So, I mean, this is definitely A+ status for me. I love this so much. I feel like you really do probably need 3 coats on this one. You could stop at 2 if you want to. Yeah, I really, really love this, you guys. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Alright, so I mentioned we were going to talk more about the giveaway. So every Saturday I have a giveaway where I just it's part of my de-stash effort, and it's part of, I'm just trying to share more polish with you guys. So I pick a winner every week and I send you 6 mystery polishes from my stash. Well, this week, Zoya actually reached out to me and asked if I would like to host a giveaway. And not in any way to really even benefit me or them. They just had an item that they wanted to give away. So I said, sure, what do you need me to do? So basically they sent me the item, and here it is here. It's a collaboration with Henry Bendel. And so all of these little deluxe mini size polishes have the name Henry Bendel on them. It comes in this cute little gift set. And so they said, well, we're going to send one for you, and then you can host the giveaway in whatever manner you want to. Let us know who your winner is, and we will send them this set as well. So I thought, what's the catch? You know, do they need to subscribe to you? Nope. You guys don't even need to, you mean that you don't even need to be following them on Instagram or anything. So I just thought that was very sweet and generous, and so I said, sure, let's go ahead and do it. I know you guys, a lot of you love Zoya just like I do. I'm such a huge fan. So I was really excited to get this little foursome in the mail. So basically, let me tell you what shades there are here. These are actually all shades that currently exist in their line already. So over here we have Joe, that's the blue. And then right there next to it is this beautiful Genevieve. I love that one so much. It's like a blue-gray. Oh, it's so pretty. Then we have Asia, which is a stunning red. And then we have Ziv, which is this beautiful gold metallic. So once this came to me and I realized that I actually own all these polishes, own and love them, I thought, well, you know, it would make a lot of sense for me to go ahead and gift this set that they sent me away as well. So in lieu of today's giveaway, instead of me giving away random polishes from my stash, we're going to give away 2 of these sets. So when you're entering in the giveaway in the comments, just like you can do every week, even if you've already won, you can enter. You just leave me a comment and let me know, enter me in the giveaway. My stipulation with the giveaway is that you need to be subscribed. If I pick you and go look at your subscriptions and you're not subscribed, well, you didn't follow the rules of the giveaway, so I'm unfortunately not able to award you the giveaway. That's how it goes every week with my giveaways, but so make sure you are subscribed if you would like to win. But this week, I'm going to be picking 2 of you. So one of you will receive this set shipped from me, and the other of you will be receiving a set shipped from Zoya. So this is very exciting and fun, and I'm so happy to be able to share Zoya polish with you because they're absolutely one of my favorite mainstream brands ever. So if you are interested in receiving this set, make sure and let me know in the comments. Just say, please enter me in the Zoya giveaway, something like that. So yes, isn't that, I just thought that was so kind of them to share the, you know, this little set from this collaboration that they did. So next up are blue and green, and well, let's start with green. That would make sense if we go in the order of the rainbow. This is a Morgan Taylor polish called Mint Chocolate Chip, and I picked this up recently when I had purchased the Color Club collection, the Retrograde Rising collection, and I snagged this one because it was the most interesting Morgan Taylor polish on the website. That was from Head to Toe Beauty. They don't have a ton of Morgan Taylor there, but they have a little bit. And this is really pretty. I feel like it's best at 3 coats. It does kind of have a sheer streaky formula for a little bit there because it's kind of a, you know, it's not kind of, it is a pale shade. But it is really pretty too. This is such a nice, just subtle but bright shade of green. Really, really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, I don't know if you're ready for how bright this next polish is. This, whoa. Okay, this is blue from Studio M. So we've been looking at some of their polishes in their new bottle, the circular one. This is one of the older ones that I still had from before, and this is called Lightning Blue. This is so bright. As you can guess, with something this bright, it usually has like a neon fluorescent derivative base. They dry matte. This one does the same, and it's just really bright. I did need about 3 coats on this to go ahead and get it, you know, enough opaque for me. You may look at this one too and think, well, that was fine. You didn't really need to go for the 3rd. But because I had to go for the 3rd, I was just kind of okay with this shade. After I had taken it off and realized it didn't stain me, I was a little bit more excited about this polish. And I also like this better, I think, with top coat, although the picture that I'm showing you is going to be just, you know, showing you how it dries on its own. So I have a Moonshine Manny announcement for you. I don't know if you can figure out what I'm about to say based upon what's coming up next week, but we're reaching the end of September, which means it's gonna be October, which means Halloween. So Moonshine Manny's Halloween collection is coming out next weekend, next Friday. And there are 4 polishes in the collection, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick little introduction to them. So here are the 4 polishes. Very purpley. I mean, what else do you expect from me? But I do have a purple linear holographic, a plum, it's actually a violet shade, and then we have a plum purple jelly packed with lots of glitters, predominantly green ones. I'm feeling purple and green this year. And then I have this beautiful bright saturated orange jelly with hollow, and then we have a hollow glitter topper. So if you want to see names, they're not on there. You got to go over to the Facebook page, and you can get a peek at these polishes swatched on my nails over there. So I'm really, really excited for them. Like I said, they do release next Friday the 29th. I'm just so overjoyed with how much you guys loved the fall collection and the Facebook exclusive collection. I do want to make sure you're all wearing base coat with that polish. I don't have a lot of teals in my collection. Teal is a pigment that is known to stain. That has been a choice on my part, specifically because I don't enjoy staining polishes. It's really hard to get around it though with something that deep and teal pigmented. It's almost like a given with that kind of pigment. So, but the picture that I was going off for that, for that Facebook exclusive was teal. So I did make a teal polish, but I have let you guys know before, and I'm letting you guys know now. Please wear base coat with that polish. I actually wore it for a whole day without base coat during my testing process, and I was like, I'm just sacrificing these nails for this polish. Wore it for the whole day, took it off, I had no staining. So I was like, sweet! But then later I was wearing it again. I wore it for 4 days. I wore that polish for 4 days because I was loving it, and I was just like getting a kick out of how fun that polish was and just getting in the Halloween mood. When I took it off at that time, I did have staining. So I just want to be totally upfront and honest with you guys. Please wear base coat. You should probably just wear base coat all the time. If you don't care about staining, well then, you don't care about staining. If you do care about staining, wear yourself some base coat. I know some of you gals double up on base coat because you don't like staining. Okay, so the purple polish this week is from the China Glaze Everglaze line, and I actually really, really like this one. I probably got this for like $1.25 at Sally Sally Beauty, because they red tag clearance everything, so you get it for 50% off or 75% off and then 50% off of that. This is called Fig-ure It Out with a hyphen after fig. And they still have lots of these Everglaze clearances at all this, clearance at all the Sally's I go to. So if you haven't yet tried this brand or this line from China Glaze, I like them. I feel like people just weren't really interested in a second line from China Glaze. That's what it seemed like. So nobody was really wanting to spend the extra money on them. But clearance, I think that they're a good deal, and I like them. So most of them. Some I haven't liked because they've been too sheer. But this is it's really pretty. Perfect for Halloween. So let's take a look. Alright you guys, we have another throwback right here. This is going to delight many of you OGs in the nail polish loving community. This is OPI My Boyfriend Scales Walls. This polish and Just Spotted the Lizard are the only polishes that I picked up back in the day from the Spider-Man collection, and this is just a well-loved, very light white, but it's more of a very light gray. It's not just a straight up white. If you put this next to a white, it almost looks like it's glowing because it has like a little bit of blue in it. It's really, really pretty though. This polish doesn't really have that great of a formula. You guys heard me talk about the Sally Hansen Crayola white. That one's really, really good, but this one's kind of just like a cult favorite. So if you were wanting something you didn't have to do that many coats on and you actually wanted a white polish, I'd go with something like the Crayola one. SD card needed transferring, so I was out there and I was having a little bite of food, and this lippy is just hanging out. So far, I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna tell you guys 2 things about my week, 2 memorable things. One is hollow and one is hummus. So the thing that I was referring to when I was showing you the Halloween collection is one of the polishes for my collection uses this really spectacularly bright and holographic, this is gonna break my heart a little bit, holographic flaky. So you guys know how we always talk about how glitter polishes, while as awesome as they are, they're more difficult to remove because the glitter wants to stick around. Well, flakies are like 10 times worse, not specifically in your polish, but in your life. So this one component that I use in one of the polishes in the Halloween collection, I won't mention which little child in my family dumped it this week, but they dumped, what was it, 10 ounces of flaky. And that maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but you guys, it went everywhere, in the air, boom. It was literally like magic fairy dust, just boom. And I was just like, if I don't learn my lesson from this, I don't know what's wrong with me, you know, if I don't learn my lesson from this, because I thought I had something far enough away from the edge of the table. Apparently not. Apparently not. So my whole house is covered in hollow. That sounds like a really cool thing, and literally my house is like a rainbow, and I feel like I would be loving it if it weren't for the fact that it's not in the stuff, it's just on top of it and it won't come off. Flakies are so much harder than glitters, you guys. Oh my goodness, my house, my children are all covered in glitter, like, not glitter, flakies, like all their clothes when they go to school, they're hollow. So yeah, that was one not so fun thing. I feel like I should be a lot happier about it than I am because I have a hollow house now, but I'm not happy because it just literally makes me feel like I need to clean it and I can't clean it. I can't get it off. So anyway, yeah, that was part 1. Second thing is hummus. So on this new eating that I'm doing, we're eating a lot healthier. And one of the really great sources of protein that we can have is hummus. And this new restaurant opened in town a couple weeks ago, or more than that, I don't know. And it's called Jaffa Hummus, and I don't really know what the Jaffa means, but it's a Mediterranean style restaurant. A lot of hummus. Tim's favorite thing in the world is a gyro. But in this way, it doesn't necessarily come inside like the pita. He can get it as like a salad. So you get like the meat, and if you want rice, or you can just have all the different kind of Mediterranean salads they have there. And he is obsessed. Like, he wants to live at this restaurant. We've had it 3 times this week. And honestly, it's very delicious, but even the most delicious food, you don't want it every day. You know what I'm saying? It's really good though. The hummus there is like very, very fresh. And hummus from the grocery store, you know, it's good. It's not like this though. It's like when you make fresh hummus at your house. I remember my mom came and made this really delicious garlic hummus. So anyway, my week this week has been hollow and hummus, and they're taking over my life. Okay, so the last 2 polishes for today, we have our glitter, and the glitter makes me laugh, and then my A+ polish, which you've already been seeing on my nails. So the glitter I picked up at Marshall's, and they had all of these emoji glitters that came out from Color Club a while ago. Was it last year? And I didn't pick any of them up because you guys know me, I'm not that much of a fan of glitter toppers. It's just kind of like a once in a while thing that I like. So I didn't really want a whole collection of glitters to review, but they've hit my Marshalls and they're basically all there. So guess what? I picked them all up. Yeah, I did, because they were only $2 rather than like the $6.50 on Head to Toe Beauty. So I was like, okay, I can handle that, and then it'll be helpful because I always need glitters in Swatchfest. So the first one we're going with today, if you guys remember seeing these, they're really cute. This one has matte purple glitters in there, so ding ding already right off the bat. It has white ghosties, white hearts, pink or red lippies, and yellow smiley faces. I don't know why I can't talk. Yellow smiley faces, and then it has the poo emoji in there. So this one has a lot of stuff going on, plus it's purple. So that's what we're going to look at today. I did have to fish a little bit for the stuff I wanted, but this is really fun. It's called Squad, And so yeah, I thought this was great. It's super fun, definitely worth $2. So these might be at your Marshalls if you want to go check around at a couple Marshalls and see if you can find them, if you're desperate for these for some reason. But I think they're really cute. So this one gave, you know, I got a kick out of this one. Okay, you guys, last polish of the day. The last spot I always say for my favorite one of the week. I had a lot of good ones this week, honestly. A lot of great ones, but this one was my favorite, and I didn't try this on first. I don't often paint my nails in the order that we're talking about it. I just kind of, I'm like, oh, I feel like wearing that. And so I wear that, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then I'm like, I feel like wearing that. So this one, when I put it on, I just fell in love with it. I also found this at Marshall's. This is Essie Check Me In, and it's just a beautiful brick red. I just love it. So, yeah, it was great at 1 to 2 coats. I would do 2 to make sure, you know, have total opacity there, no streakiness or anything. But it's just beautiful, and I love it. And like I told you guys last week, I'm loving like every red right now. I just can't get enough. So I definitely recommend this to you. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Okay, you guys, we have reached the end of Swatchfest. Don't forget to enter the Zoya giveaway down in the comments section. Let me know what you've been up to this week. Let me know if you guys are doing anything fun this weekend. Thanks for spending some of your time with me today, you guys. Next week, you can look forward to seeing those Halloween polishes from Glam Polish. Remember, they're having that Halloween Shop of Horrors event that are, I think it's 20? It's either 20 or almost 20 limited edition shades. Maybe it's 18. And we're going to be looking at that. We have the Color Club Retrograde Rising collection to look at. We have the Essie Fall collection to look at. And on Thursday, we'll be looking at the Moonshine Manny Halloween collection. The collection is called Frights Camera Action. So I will see you guys back for the next review coming up probably Monday or Tuesday. Until then, take care, be safe, have fun. I love you guys. Thanks for spending some of your day with me. I'll see you later. Bye.